Long ago in the mighty empire of Egypt, a Hebrew child named Moses was hidden in a basket and placed in the Nile River to escape Pharaoh's cruel order to kill all newborn Hebrew boys. By God's divine plan, Pharaoh's daughter found the baby and raised him as her own. Moses grew up in luxury, dressed in royal robes, trained in Egyptian wisdom, and honored as a prince, Pharaoh's adopted grandson. But deep within his heart, Moses felt a stirring. He knew he was different. One day, he saw an Egyptian taskmaster beating a Hebrew slave, one of his own people. Rage overcame him, and Moses struck the Egyptian, killing him. Fearing for his life, he fled into the wilderness of Midian. Long ago one day, there in the quiet of the desert, while tending sheep, Moses came upon a bush that burned with fire, yet was not consumed. As he approached, a voice called from within the flames. "Moses, Moses." It was the voice of God, with his sandals off and heart trembling. Moses listened as God told him,
"I have seen the affliction of my people in Egypt. I have heard their cry. Go to Pharaoh and tell him, 'Let my people go.'"
Reluctantly, Moses obeyed and returned to Egypt with his brother Aaron.
God says, "Let my people go."
When Pharaoh refused to listen, God sent 10 mighty plagues, water into blood.
And see and still and see the salvation of God.
Frogs covered every corner of the land. Lice, dust became lice crawling on man and beast. Flies, swarms of flies tormented the Egyptians. Pestilence, a deadly disease, killed Egypt's livestock. Boils, painful sores broke out on people and animals. Hail, fire-filled hailstorms destroyed crops and trees. Locusts devoured what remained. Darkness, thick darkness fell over Egypt for 3 days. Death of the firstborn. The angel of death passed through Egypt, taking the life of every firstborn son, including Pharaoh's. Only the Hebrews who obeyed God and placed lamb's blood on their doorposts were spared. Pharaoh, broken by grief, finally released the Israelites. They marched out free at last. But soon, Pharaoh changed his mind and pursued them with his army of horses and chariots. As Israel camped near the Red Sea, they saw the Egyptians racing toward them in fury. Terrified, the people cried out. But God told Moses, "Lift up your rod." Moses obeyed, and the waters of the Red Sea parted, forming walls on the left and right. The Israelites crossed on dry ground. When Pharaoh's army chased after them, the waters crashed back down. Chariots and soldiers were swept away. Not one remained. Just as God had promised, the enemy you see today, you shall see no more forever. On the other side, joy erupted. Miriam, Moses' sister, grabbed her tambourine. The women followed her, dancing and singing. Musical note, sing unto the Lord, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea. Exodus 15 verse 21 KJV. And so began Israel's journey to freedom, with Moses, the deliverer, leading the way, called from the palace to the wilderness, and from the wilderness to the presence of God. His story reminds us, God chooses the unlikely, speaks through the fire, and delivers by his mighty hand.